You know, you can forgive someone and still sort of not let them go. Like you can be like, I forgive you, let's start over. But in your heart, you ain't starting over. You can tell this because you are keeping a record rather than burning the record. So this is what I did with Lindsay. I was like, I forgive you. We're good. And then Monday night, she wanted to have a conversation and I was guarded. It was just kind of like, I'm keeping you in a spot so that you can't hurt me. So I didn't let her go.
Were you genuine? Like, this is something I was thinking about recently. Were you in a place where you were like, I forgive you, and you were wanting to, and you were like trying to speak it until your spirit would catch up? Or was this like, I forgive you, and you were like purposely like, but nah, like we're gonna hold this?
It sounds like this. I forgive you, but it doesn't work that way.
Invalidate everything.
I forgive you, but you really hurt me. Well, you haven't forgiven them then. You haven't forgiven them. I forgive you, but I'm not gonna talk to you about this. And so I had pseudo forgiven her because she asked for forgiveness. And I didn't ask for forgiveness, which in and of itself is not a state of forgiveness. Because when you fully let someone go, you recognize your own responsibility in the situation.
Right.
So Monday, Tuesday, both are just horrible days for me. I'm not recovering. I feel blocked. I'm out on a walk and I'm asking God about stuff and I'm not really hearing anything. And I'm like, well, in my head, I start getting actually angry at God because I'm like, dude, like I've been so obedient. Like I'm in this walk with God where like he tells me to do something, I do it. And I'm like, I hadn't done anything wrong. Like, why won't you tell me what to do with this situation? And then last night, me and Lindsay started talking and she starts talking and she's like, you still feel like you're standoffish with me. And I'm like, no, I'm not. You just really hurt me. You know, I'm not standoffish. I just don't want to talk to you about, because she asked me, she's like, did you pray about this? Because we got something we're praying about. And I said, yeah, what did God tell you? And I was like, I don't really want to talk to you about it because it's vulnerable. It's a vulnerability for me to open up about these things. Even just this YouTube channel, like I'm talking about things that are very vulnerable. They don't, people could hurt me with it. Like they could, I don't know. It just feels not safe sometimes to talk about some of these things. And she's like, all right. I said, it's getting close to bed. Let me go into the shower. And I go into the shower and this was last night. Is this still interesting or am I boring?
This is great.
Okay. So it has literally nothing to do with burnout, but I'm like,
actually, it does. We'll bring it back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in the shower last night and I'm just like, God, thank you for the day. And Holy Spirit just goes, no. And I was like, okay. Not thank you for the day. Like, what do you want me to? And in my heart, Holy Spirit's like, you have not let her go. And I will never move through your unforgiveness. I won't talk through the barrier of your unforgiveness. And I was like, oh man, that's why I feel blocked. Because there's no unity. And so in my heart, I just fully let her go. And I texted her and I said, I'm sorry for Sunday. I'm sorry that I didn't let you go. I'm sorry for saying I forgive you, but not actually starting over. And we're good. And immediately, dude, it was like, it's like going from black and white to color. Like immediately I was like, oh, I can feel Holy Spirit again.
You can feel your body.
Feel your body.
Yep.
Like I literally went from like level 75 level of energy to like back up to 350, 400.
Yes.
And so there's something interesting in that where it's just like, you know, we're constantly like walking around and there are areas where it's like, we want God to talk to us. We want God to speak to us. And God's like, look, I won't move through your inability to let someone else go. Like I just choose not to. It's a spiritual principle. And it's amazing how many times in my life, my lack of energy, lack of resources, lack of connection have actually been a byproduct of me being offended and carrying that offense around with me. And then it happens so long, we carry it so long that we forget what we're offended by. And that's where you have to ask the Holy Spirit, hey, if I'm carrying offense, please tell me where that is. If I'm carrying a belief, please show me where that is. And what's amazing about it is like, he loves to talk to you about it. So he'll literally, This happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I can share that story. I think you heard part of it at the mixer last week about being delivered from fear. After I'd already spoken a podcast on being delivered from fear.
Yeah.
And that was one of those moments. It was like, show me where I'm carrying a belief system that is blocking my ability to access your energy.
Correct.
Because it's not just about you. In fact, dude, long-term burnout actually is a sign of self-reliance. If the devil can't physically hurt you, he'll just make you really busy. It'll make you so busy that you start relying on your own recovery programs to try to fill back up. And that becomes idolatrous because then you're depending on you, you're not depending on God. It's long-term burnout.